think I'm all set. And I just want to get this over here as well. Camera A. Push down just a little bit. Apple. Good morning, chili dogs. Today, the storm is here. The storm has arrived. A year's worth of pottery trees. Last August 20th, I decided to make pots every single day for a whole entire year. Today is that day to make those words truth. Alright guys. What you focus on? Gross. Feed them horses. Green, off. Camera C. Alright guys. The only thing that I could see being a technological hiccup today would be that, what is it called? The microphone dies. So please let me know if that happens. But let's get into it. Camera B. Water on our hands and start pushing this down. We're not doing anything too crazy, right? Just 3 trees. I thought about it and I was like, dang, I should do something like really crazy with pots for the last day, you know? And then I was thinking about it, I was like, no. The whole point is that I'm just doing this every day, like it just becomes like I'm like going for, you're eating breakfast in the morning, you know? And so I can't, right? Exactly, just another day. I think sometimes people hype their stuff up too much. But I think, you know, I am hyped, but I don't want it to be anything special, just like you said there. Right down. Camera C. Hammer fist coming right down over top. Pushing this forward. There we go. Thank you. Right down. Have my fingers slowly pushing in here. Feed this little pond here. Can't have the tadpoles be drying out. Our fingers cutting right across this bottom, right through to this edge. I'm opening this up. There we go. Rounding this out just a little bit. Right over here. You guys ready? Camera B. Hey guys, it is me, Mr. Llama. Here we go for another volcano pull. Let's get into it. On this anniversary, maybe later you can tell us what you're thankful for or what your plans are or something like that. Ah, I appreciate it. Wait, where's my sponge at? Bro. Is he in here? Wait, yo, actually, where's my sponge? Did I drop him in here? I did. What the heck? Alrighty, a little bit of water right here. Right down to the bottom. I have a little bit of a bump, right? But what my plans are for the next maybe 2 weeks, I'm gonna kind of amp things up down here. I'm gonna think about exactly what I want to make. I have some ideas on things I actually want to create, but it's not going to be as hype as the trees, I'll be honest. It's going to be a lot more boring forms, right? Think about making some larger stuff too, so might get into that as well, but we'll see where it kind of takes me. I can feel that little bubble right on this top edge here, but we're not going to worry about it too much. There we go. Calling this in. So what is this little bump here? Should we see if it's a... So it's not an air pocket. What it is just some hard clay. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We can't really do anything. We could try to take it out, but we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to pull right through it, okay? Alright. Get ready for one last pull right on the bottom here. A little bit of water. You can see right at the top, that's where that little thing was kind of bumped out. So, whenever we're right at this little hard part, we gotta make sure that when we do the chop of the tree, we're above that little bump. So I'm gonna have a little marker to show me how far I have to take it up here. Hope you are well, Chili Dog. Thank you. Tell me if you need some help. I worked with a bunch of YouTube channels before, growing them. You know, I thought about, like, you know, there's a lot of people who will make their practices, not only on the online world, but in the real world, their art practice, right? And they'll be like, they outsource a lot, and they try to almost create this, like this brand, working with people. And I thought to myself, like, why am I so opposed to that? And I haven't really came up with a concrete answer just yet, but I do think that's really important to me, that I know how to do everything that you guys see in the content right now. Is it all just comes from me, right? The switching of the cameras, you know, I figured that stuff out, and all this stuff, like, I think that's important to me. But here we go. Really thin on this top, so we're actually gonna do a manual twist down. You guys ready? Drawing those hands and slowly twisting this up right in that middle. Hold it a little bit longer. There you go. Pulling this out. I'm slowly gonna bring down this ridge, guys. There we go. Right at the bottom here. Slowly gonna be bringing this up. Finger right underneath. Kick up the skirt. You guys ready? Alright, right down to the bottom edge. Camera C. Slowly. Get this all nice and ready here. Little petals right on the bottom edge there. Pot number 1. Wedging table. Alrighty guys. This over the side. Great. This is number 2. We'll get into it here. Camera A. Wheel. There we go. A little bit of water. Right down to the bottom, and slowly bring this up. Smooth operator. Right down to the bottom. Here we go. Right down to the bottom. Camera C. Camera C. Hammer fist coming down. There we go. Again, a little bit more. Get ready to create that little pond. There we go. Some water on the inside there. Pushing down, thumb right across, and get ready to cut through that base. Always remember, cut across that base. Smooth this out. Camera A. There we go. You guys ready? Camera B. Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Llama here, getting ready for another volcano pole. Camera C. Didn't work. Camera C. Camera C. There we go. Slowly bring this in to make our volcano. Get ready? Right down to the side here. We're getting ready to push in the base of the volcano. Kimmer B. Guys, I think we're going nuclear. A little bit of water. Call this in. Get ready to go right to the bottom. Get some water right on your hand, right along that interior wall. Push down a little bit. Get ready to find that bump, guys. Very slowly. Find that bump. Take it for a walk. Take it for a walk. Don't worry, you don't have to talk. Take it for a walk. Collar that top in, guys. I think we got one more pull out of this. What do you guys think? Let me feel the bottom here. Right down to the bottom. Find that bump, guys. That's the quest the clay gives us. We're not freaking out. Slowly take it to the top, guys. Don't worry. Look the wobble in the eye. Ooh, guys. Hey, what's that in that shadow there? So funny. Somebody said, have you worked with glaze much? Yeah, I think before I did all my form exploration, that's all I did was glaze stuff. I kept mixing all sorts of glazes. And one of the jobs I do, I've refilled their palette. I probably mix maybe anywhere from 20 to 50 gallons of glaze a week. Depends on what stage of the process a lot of the classes are in. Hand right down to the bottom. There we go. We got still a little bit more we got to get rid of here. You guys ready? How are we looking? Probably need a little bit more. We're gonna get ready to twist these down. You guys ready? Hands right on the inside. Very slowly, hooking our fingers and watching that middle just wind on up, right? Okay. Ready to push on that bottom? We're probably going to do a double tandrel on this one. We got to be careful that that top doesn't totally twist down. If it does, that's all we're going to do is just hold on to it and then manually twist it up a little bit more. But for right now, we got a nice little lean here, so let's play with it a little bit with the tandrels. Always keeping my eye on there, getting ready for the fall. We got to be kind of slow with this, guys. Is this one gonna fall? Maybe. We'll see. Ooh, guys. Oh, dudes. I probably will have to manually twist this one up. You guys see how it's getting more and more? Alright, hold this middle. Okay, fix this. That's all we're gonna do. Lift up, twist down. There you guys go. Cut across. Out. Cut across. Out. Chill. Put that right there. There we go, guys. A little double tangent. Oh my god, guys, this is like my favorite song ever. You ever just like find those like people who like promote their stuff like using ads and things like this? I found this guy's song through like an ad that he made, and he always deletes his songs. He's such an interesting dude. His name is Darren Dafton, but I love this song. She got it. She bad. She got it. She bad. Camera A. There we go, guys. Ooh. There we go. Getting ready to twist this up. Get some water on here. Bit of clay. Get that off. Alrighty, guys. It's the last pot. Pottery shelf. Camera C. Camera B. Making sure. You see how I'm using my finger underneath there? Just to make sure that we don't make a fold, right? There we go. Somebody says, I'm thinking of making YouTube videos one day. That's literally your name. Is that why you're curious? I've been just doing, I made this channel a year ago. Today's the anniversary of the starting this project of 3 trees a day. But yeah, just a year. Camera A. Darren Dafton. Can't find him spelled like that. I think it is spelled like that. That's interesting. I feel like this is like the type of song like your friend who does music in your friend group would like send to the group chat and be like, what do you guys think? And then it's like bad, but it's also kind of a bop. You know what I mean? Like, I feel drawn to this. Pushing my fist down. Right out to the side. There we go. Again, a little bit more water. Rinse out to the side. Camera C. I'm gonna have a little bit of water on the inside here, guys. Again, I'm going to take my finger on the inside here. I'm slowly trying to cut across this bottom base, making sure I'm just using my one finger. Also, you can see what I'm doing with my finger here is I just want to make sure I don't fold this over, right? And so that's kind of what that finger was doing, just making sure that I didn't fold that over. And I'm going to round that to be a nice little bagel on the side there, right? Alright. I keep thinking a little bit about like when I was young and I would finish some goal, like if I did like really good on a test or something. Hold on one second, guys. Camera B? Camera B? That when I would finish something, I'd feel so accomplished, right? Like, oh, I got a B on my test. You know, I wasn't really an A student. I got a B on my test. I'm so happy, right? Or like Christmas comes around, oh, so I get to celebrate something. Oh, great. Or dang, I won that football game, you know? There's all these like little things that were like really, really like meaningful to me. And as I got older, I think maybe about high school, I stopped ever feeling that feeling of glory and victory. And sometimes I think a little bit of these projects that I do is trying to feel that same exact way. And I'll be totally honest with you guys, even though I did this every single day for a year, I don't feel any sense of glory at all. And it's not like a sad thing, you know? But it's just something to think about. I wonder if, like, I do feel a lot more meaning than I did before, so maybe you sacrifice, or at least I sacrificed joy for meaning and value, right? And I don't know, just something to think about. I see people get really hyped up about their like little goals and stuff, but I feel like I sacrifice so much time with like friends that I have and family, and my own mental sanity for something that I thought was going to give me this feeling of glory, and I don't feel that at all. But I would do it again in a heartbeat, if that makes sense. I don't really know why, but for some reason I would do it again. All right, right down to the bottom. Call this up one more time. I freaking love this song. Andy says, you've probably answered this before, but do you always have to make the long cylinder and squish it down before you start making the pot? For me, yes. I think that it's all like, you know, a lot of people's dream is to just make these like a good cylinder, right? But I've always told myself, like, I want to start where most people end, right? That's when I start having my fun. So everything for me is always just a cylinder first. Oh, are you talking about when I'm coning the clay up and down? Yeah, a lot of people say it's for the particles, but I just think it looks epic, right? A lot of people think it's like, we'll just spam Drake in the comments section or something, but I really don't care too much. I thought for a while, I learned that you can't allow people to rob you of the things that you find enjoyable or epic, right? I've got really thin, so You can see that little wobble in there, but we still continue on past that, right? Alright. You can see how thin I am in that middle part too. Like, look at this. And so, you don't really have to make it. If you want to just make something like a really round pot or something, you'd leave those walls thicker so you wouldn't have that little wobble. But me, I'm trying to really get as much out of that clay as I can before I start my tree, right? Exert it a little bit, right? So here you go. Making sure that top rim is all nice. What do we do here, actually? I think maybe we'll do a little buffer. So you can see I just did a little spiral, right? And here we go. Slow this down. Nice, guys. But I see what you're trying to say about the forms and the wall thickness, but I'll tell you something too, is like once things start twisting and folding, those act as supports. So once you get that twist kind of set, you'd be surprised on how much pressure you can put on that top part and it's not going to fall. I actually have more of a problem with the spirals here. Usually are the ones that want to collapse on these buffer trees, right? Right down to the side. Right down to the bottom. Did one a little bit too much, but that's okay. Cut the tendril on the bottom. What does the clay smell like? I think clay, like my clay, it doesn't smell like anything. But when it's kind of dry, it will smell a little musky, like mold, a little bit. But right down to the bottom. Get ready. We got our little Beyblade on the bottom there. And what we want with out of the Beyblades is we want to reach them up. We got to get some of this clay off me, so I'm going to push this right on my shirt here. I just had a lot of clay on my hands, so you can see how much mucky I kind of got. So I'm going to just get some of the clay off my hands. I didn't switch my water bucket at all, so it was a little bit less clean of a spiral twist there. Bring this up. There we go. Bring this up. gonna have one little surprise over here, like a little snake coming off this one. I think that would look kind of cool. You just can kind of see. There we go, guys. Do we want these to go in? No, I think we're gonna leave them like this. Alright, guys. Where's my... There it is. Yours smells like a bog? Interesting. Some people will pour apple cider vinegar in their clay. Right? I love that one. It's like, it's firebending, dude. Here, I want it to... There we go, guys. Camera A? Alright. We gotta get this over here. There we go. We got one more little wedging table. We'll have this short one here. Look at that, guys. Kind of liking the way that looks. I love the way that clear things, right, after the green screen, because it's literally still like green. Oh, bro, you gotta not tilt over like that. Come on, get back in the middle. Chill. Are they gonna stay? I think we will. Look at that. Great. Here we go, guys. We gotta get that one in a little bit of focus here. No, we want this maybe a little bit. No, that's too much. Somewhere here, maybe. Camera B. Oh, wait. Camera A? What's the thing again? Oh, yeah. Wheel. Wheel. There we go, guys. Alrighty. You guys ready? Apple. Alright, guys, let's get into it. The last pottery review. Alright, guys, I guess we'll start with this one here. This is one I just finished. We did just a simple buffer. Also, I used a little bit more clay today, so you can see these ones are a little bit taller than the ones from yesterday. I had one extra clump, so I miscounted, and so I ended up using that one today for the, just split it off and gave each little pound a little bit more. So I think that these guys are probably about, like, I usually aim for anywhere from 3 to 4 pounds. These guys are probably around five-ish, maybe actually, maybe not 5, maybe like 4.5. Anyway, doesn't really matter. I did a little bit of a spiral tendril or a spiral buffer on the bottom, so that's what you're seeing here. Then I used tendrils to lead its way up, and you can see right on the side here I got this little like squiggle. I like to think of it almost as like this guy is like fire bending or something, this little tendril. But we got a pattern tendril, but I have them reaching past that buffer to go right up to where our tree twist is. The tree twist is a little bit less, I'm not really vibing with it too much, you know. I'm thinking like it's a little bit stocky. It's not really where I want it to be, but I'm still thinking it's okay because I kind of addressed that top rim a little bit with the little pie crust jab, you know, so I'm liking that one a little bit. And then I'm thinking that this one right here, this one's probably the best one of the day. I think it was just kind of simple, a little petals on the bottom. It comes out kind of flat on that top, so nothing too crazy. You know, I'm kind of liking that. And yeah, you know, there's nothing too much. I like the contrast between the base and the top almost being in line too, right? And so I think that's kind of more of a stereotypical tree form. And then we got the last one on the top. This one I think is a little bit like, I mean, it's okay. It is a double tendril. It started tilting up a little bit earlier and it was about to fall, so I had to manually twist it. And I think the manual twist kind of twisted it up a little bit too much in that middle and lost some of the precarity about the object, right? And then I have a little, you know, tall tendrils, but I have it like kind of swooping to the side right here, and so I'm quite liking that. And you can see on the top, those are the interiors of what they kind of look like, and some of the petals, what they look like on the bottom. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. That's the whole year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess for one last time for the tree forms, all the best and strong mentality. Just notice the double vein on the left one. Oh yeah, because on that one I didn't separate them out as much, so you can see one of the veins popped out a little bit more and blended into that other one. So that's kind of what happening there, you know. But yeah. Alrighty. Here we go. Need a higher aperture to get a more focus range. That is true, but I'm also zoomed in as much as I can so I can keep it further away from me. If I wanted to take photos up a little bit closer, I think it'd be easier if I zoomed out and didn't have it like focused in so much. I have it like maxed out. It's like a, what is it, like a 150 millimeter lens? I don't know. Maybe something like that. Anyway, not really important. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'll read the comments just for a second. Somebody said congrats again. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, much love for your 1 year. Thank you. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to start editing. I'm going to post the last one. And then you guys might not see me for a little bit, so I hope your guys' life goes okay for a little bit, you know, until we meet again. Computer? Computer? Peace out, guys. I'll see you soon.